This show is sponsored by MidasResources.com, your trusted source for precious metals since 1996. Call Midas today at 1-800-686-2237.
Greetings. Good morning, friends, and welcome to The Bright Side, your nutritional program dedicated to the understanding of the vast world of nutritional supplementation. I'm your host, Pharmacist Ben. Nutritional pharmacist from Boulder, Colorado. I specialize in using nutritional supplements where other healthcare practitioners use toxic pharmaceutical drugs and deadly medical procedures. If you suspect that there are natural nutritional roads to your vitality and to your well-being and to addressing your health challenges, whatever they may be, but you don't know where to begin, you have come to the right place. As you listen to The Bright Side every day, you are more and more in control of your body, you are more and more knowledgeable, and you know you can overcome any health issue. That is why we are here every day on The Bright Side, helping clear up the sometimes confusing world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. Over the last 27 years of practicing pharmacy, I've seen drug-free recoveries from diabetes and hypertension and obesity and skin diseases like acne and psoriasis and eczema, rosacea, digestive ailments of all kinds, autoimmune issues, recoveries that by the standards of modern medicine can only be called a miracle, but what is in the world of the body, what is in the world of biology, standard operating procedure. Because the human biological system is a healing system, it's a regenerating system, it is designed divinely to heal and renew itself on a moment-to-moment basis, and while some folks may say that's a miracle, this healing and renewing system is just the way the body works. If you have questions about health or nutrition or prescription drugs, we're here for you on The Bright Side. We welcome your calls at 855-660-4261. Try to get on board early. The phone lines do fill up quickly. I like to get as many calls as we can fit in, so try to get on board early. It's first come, first serve at 855-660-4261. If you want to purchase any of the longevity products you hear us talk about on the program or recommend on the program or advertise on the program, go over to brightsideben.com, take a look at our shopping cart with all the longevity products, including my personal favorite, the BTT, Beyond Tangy Tangerine Multivitamin Mineral Complex Powder. You add to water and drink. For you guys who are doing the longevity business, you don't really need to be selling 400-plus products. There's 400 products in the line. All you really need is a few, and one of the most important is the Beyond Tangy Tangerine. Most folks will notice results in 1 or 2 doses, results like weight loss, appetite suppression, more energy, lower blood pressure, better skin, and it doesn't take very long, folks. Within 1 or 2 doses, you're going to start to notice some results if you're like most folks. It is $50 a canister. You can find out all about it at brightsideben.com. If you have an Android phone, check out the Bright Side app. You can carry the Bright Side with you on your Android phone. Thank you to Ted Anderson. And if you want to review any of the programs that you've heard or any of the programs that you missed, you can go over to brightsideben.com and take a look at, listen to our archives. We have all the programs archived. We also have them at benfuchsarchive.com. Thank you to Peter in the UK. Appreciate that very much. benfuchsarchive.com. All the programs are tagged and labeled. All the archive programs are tagged and labeled at benfuchsarchive.com. All right, thanks for joining us on The Bright Side. Got to see Dr. Wallach yesterday. He was entertaining as always. That guy is so brilliant. That guy is so right on. He was talking about how muscular dystrophy, multiple sclerosis, these kinds of diseases that we consider that we just have to live with, that we're condemned to deal with, are reversible, and he's dead on, right on. No matter what your health challenge is, folks, it's reversible, given enough time, of course, depending on how far along, how far down the wormhole you've gone. All diseases, all breakdown degenerative diseases are reversible. This is the premise. This is the premise of The Bright Side. This is the premise of the nature of the healing body. The body is a healing and regenerating system. You do need to change your lifestyle, though. You need to change the way you eat. You need to change the way you handle your business. And one of the most important things you need to do is get yourself on a nutritional supplement program. We've been talking about MSM sulfur. Sulfur is truly an incredible, absolutely stunningly important element. MSM is nutritional sulfur. Methylsulfonyl methane is a form of sulfur that is produced from seaweed. It's a natural form of sulfur. It's easy for the body to absorb. It's got wonderful, all the properties of sulfur, really, you can get from MSM. Next to sulfur's tissue hardening properties, you get detoxification from sulfur. In fact, no element on the periodic table is more important to the body for detoxification than sulfur. We haven't really talked a lot about sulfur and detox, but rest assured, folks, it is the body's primary detoxification element, and sulfur deficiencies are becoming more and more common. Most of the important detox substances in the body work with sulfur. Glutathione, perhaps the most important detox substance in the body, has a little piece of sulfur on it. Sulfur turns long chains of sugar molecules, pieces of sugar, into detox compounds. In fact, in a world that's filled with these crazy magic formulas and magic potions, magic recipes for building your immune system and fighting cancer and just staying healthy, very, very few natural products have the amazing health benefits with the complete non-toxicity that you get from MSM sulfur and from polysaccharides, from long-chain sugars that have sulfur on them. One of the most important is something called fucoidan, which is the active ingredient in Youngevity's Z radical. Just Google fucoidan and cancer or fucoidan and immunity. Fucoidan is a classic example of a sulfur sugar compound, and it's truly amazing. Detox properties come from that element sulfur. One of my all-time favorite supplements is something called NAC, or N-acetylcysteine. I've got a blog post up at pharmacistben.com on NAC, talking about how you can use NAC for helping reduce the irritation that can be caused by acne, topical acne products like benzoyl peroxide. NAC is used in hospital emergency rooms for Tylenol poisoning, which is a common source of liver toxicity. It's one of the leading causes of liver toxicity. NAC is great for hangovers. If you're on Proactiv or Clearasil or any benzoyl peroxide products, put some NAC in your Proactiv, or put some NAC in your benzoyl peroxide product, or put some NAC in a moisturizing cream, and you can help reduce the redness and inflammation that's associated with some of these acne medicines. And then there's sulfur's very important role when it comes to bile. Next to blood and lymph, the most important fluid system in the body is bile. And one of the most important elements in bile, the element that accounts for bile's amazing detergency, fat-dissolving property. Bile is your body's soap. It dissolves fatty and oily substances. And it gets its fat-dissolving and oil-dissolving properties from sulfur. Bile's a soap. It's a cleanser, and its soapy properties come from sulfur. Bile cleanses the oily factors in food. It breaks up the oily factors in food. Oil factors in food include fatty vitamins and fatty nutrients. Bile also cleanses the liver of oil factors, including old hormones. Once your bile is messed up, once your bile becomes sludgy and thickened, you are off to the disease races, and there's more and more literature that's showing that there's a very important relationship between sludgy, dirty bile and heart disease. Between sludgy, dirty bile and atherosclerosis. And guess what? You need sulfur to make bile. Sulfur is highly electrical. It's highly magnetic. It makes things happen. It makes fats more soluble. It magnetically attracts toxins. It's part of your detox system. It's part of your bile system. Bile also is part of the detox system. If you don't have a gallbladder, you got to be really, really careful of toxicity because you've lost your main reservoir of bile. If you don't have a gallbladder, you would be wise, in my opinion, to start using MSM sulfur, to start using bile salts that you'll get in the Ultimate Enzymes from Youngevity, to start using lecithin, to start using apple cider vinegar, all of which can support fat metabolism in the bile system in the body. This attractive power that sulfur has to pull toxins in is called chelation. Many of you have heard of this term, chelation. Chelation is a fancy scientific word that simply means a magnetic attraction. Sulfur chelates, or magnetically attracts, heavy metals. It magnetically attracts toxins and viruses and microbes. It's one of the most important, maybe the most important supplement you could ever use for protecting yourself from radiation. MSM sulfur. Look, guys, can you see how absolutely amazing this stuff is? And we're talking with no toxicity. And we're talking ridiculously cheap, $15 for 100 grams of this stuff. And that's buying at retail. seaweed, NAC, MSM. These are all sulfur compounds that can protect you from radiation, that have detoxifying properties, and more. I'll tell you about how this whole thing relates to skincare here in a minute when we come back from our break. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side of the Genesis Communication Network.
Free Health Seminar with Dr. Joel Wallach on Monday, July 20th at 2 p.m. at the Cordova Country Club in Memphis, Tennessee. Dr. Wallach, founder of Longevity Essential Life Sciences, is a Nobel Prize nominee, has published 75 peer reviews. He's the author of Diseases of Exotic Animals, Dead Doctors Don't Lie, and the bestseller Epigenetics. Take control of your health by using nutrition. Seating is limited, so contact Kelly Herron at 901-834-7420 for details and early registration.
Hi, this is Ted Anderson. Have you ever wondered why banks, stockbrokers, investment advisors won't talk about gold IRAs? They've been available since 1986, yet the financial industry won't recognize the value of gold for your retirement. Gold has outperformed paper investments, yet no word about IRAs. If you would like to have gold for your retirement, call 800-686-2237. Don't get left behind by rising inflation and low returns. Call 800-686-2237. Secure your future and call 1-800-686-2237. On the average, Americans work between 45 to 50 years, hoping to build up enough wealth to retire and live out their golden years. Unfortunately, with taxation, the rising cost of food, energy, housing, and medical, many retirees are forced to live below the poverty line. Is this a flaw free enterprise, or is our monetary unit we call the Federal Reserve Note forcing us into perpetual debt, ensuring inflation and higher taxes? These questions and more can be answered by reading G. Edward Griffin's book, The Creature from Jekyll Island. Congressman Ron Paul states it's what every American needs to know about central bank power. A gripping adventure into the secret world of international banking cartel. Hi, this is Ted Anderson. I will give a silver dollar from the early 1900s to anyone who purchases this book. Call 1-800-686-2237 and order a copy today. It's critical that the public be made aware of the system. Call and order your copy today at 1-800-686-2237. That's 1-800-686-2237.
Whoa! This is big!
Not just big, it's the Freeze Dry Guy's Giant Factory Authorized Sale. This month, save 30 to 45% off on number 10 cans of high-quality Mountain House freeze-dried foods from the Freeze Dry Guy. Factory fresh stock just arrived, so now's the time to stock up with the finest, best-tasting, longest-proven shelf-life foods in the industry at giant savings of 30 to 45% off. But hurry, supplies are limited to only the stock we have on hand. Call 866-404-3663. Free shipping to the lower 48 states. Click freezedryguy.com or call 866-404-3663. That's freezedryguy.com. Hurry, the Giant Factory Authorized Mountain House sale is going on now, only from the Freeze Dry Guy, the finest freeze-dried and dehydrated foods available anywhere for long-term storage. For over 5 years, you've been hearing about the Berkey Guy, so you may know a few things about him. For example, you are well aware of the superior quality and effectiveness of Berkey water filters and accessories. But did you know the Berkeys have had independent lab tests done to prove just how effective they are? It's true, and he can email you the test results. Just visit GoBerkey.com. You may also know that the Berkey Guy has helped tens of thousands of people get better prepared. Now here's something you may not know. GoBerkey.com has amazing specials and deals all the time on a wide variety of survival and preparedness products. Most ready to ship same day. Visit the Berkey Guy at GoBerkey.com and be sure to click the red Products on Sale Now button. You can always call toll-free 877-886-3653. Again, that's 877-886-3653. GoBerkey.com, home of the Berkey Guy.
Free from the shackles of corporate America, we're the place for independent thinkers. GCN.
All right, we're back on the bright side. I am Pharmacist Ben. Got a couple lines open for you at 855-660-4261, 855-660-4261. We're talking about sulfur and MSM. One of the best places you could use sulfur is in skincare. Yes,